So essentially with this program, I just took, um, you know, the 100 characters and their opinion counterparts on that page and just listed them all out using Beautiful Soup. So there's one extra really cool thing. The real reason why I use this was you can actually encapsulate all of this um, in another loop. And what that will do for you is that will actually pull from every single page. Again, if you notice, uh, it's it's 100 pages of this. So unless you want to just go one by one and pull it out, then I mean the really cool thing if you kind of one thing I really like about this page is that it's really simple. If I go to the next one, you see it's just the same and it just says page equals 2, right? Very easy, okay? Page 3, nothing changed. Page 4. So I can use that to my advantage. And if I go back to my code, okay, so now that I know that it works, I can just kind of leave the shell alone for right now. And I'm just going to update it and I'm going to encapsulate it all in one for loop, right? So what I want to do is maybe instead of saying my URLs, I'll go and I'm going to turn it into a list, right? So then I'll go for URL in range, in range 1 to 100. URL is going to be this plus page plus. Okay, and then we need a way to update the page number, right? So I'm gonna create a new variable, and I'm just gonna put it up here, and it's gonna be I'm gonna start at 2. And the reason why we're gonna start at 2 is essentially, well, I'm gonna put it in the code here, but as I go through this loop, I'm going to just append to my URLs, right? So append to the URL, okay? And then that loop is going to go, so it's going to start on the first page because this is the only one on the list. And then when I start adding the extra URLs, it's going to start at number 2, and then it's just going to keep updating. So that's essentially all we need to do for that. And then I'm going to also encapsulate everything in another for loop. So for my URL and my URLs, I'm going to take all that and it's in there. I'll move that over for you just in case. All right, let's see how I did. So you got to save it. Hanzi script. And then, okay, let's see. All right, and that's how you do it. Just a quick note at the very end of it, because the 100th page or whatever isn't gonna be, I think it's gonna stop at like 33 characters. So it's gonna run to the end of it, and you're gonna get an error message about it. But at that point, you have already pulled 100 pages worth of data from the site within seconds. Um, for the most part, in terms of the project that I'm going to be working on throughout the series, it was pretty critical that I had something that was reliable and that I could pull out of this data quickly. So yeah, that's how you do it.